Hello everyone, this is Chris from Heaven Shall Burn.
Jake Taylor from In Heart's Wake.
JB, I'm from August Burns Red.
And you're watching Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal.
Heavymetal.dk.
Enjoy it, it's worth it, go for it. Way better than we thought in the beginning.
So far, so good.
It's very cold.
The clubs sold a lot of tickets. The crowds are awesome. The tour package is really good.
Tonight will be just the 5th show, so we're still kind of getting into the swing of things. But I think we're over the jet lag of traveling from the US.
We're 4 days in. We're from Australia. We're not used to the snow.
We didn't tour with any of the bands before, so it was the first time in Wiesbaden, where we met all the other bands and already had a good time and still have.
Heaven Shall Burn are really nice guys. They're easy to tour with. We're already friends with In Heart's Wake, so it's nice to see those guys again. And we're sharing a bus with Whitechapel. And it's our first time getting to know them, but they're easygoing guys, and we're all getting along well.
Really good.
It's an honor.
It's an honor, really.
These are the bands that we grew up listening to when we were young, and now we get to tour with them. So yeah, it's really cool.
I know that Heaven Shall Burn doesn't do a lot of touring, and it's cool that they were kind enough to offer us main support on their tour. And it's a great opportunity for us to play for a lot of people who might not have seen us before, especially in Germany, where the shows were really big. And Heaven Shall Burn is killing it, and we're happy to be on board with them.
Sometimes it's tough to understand the Australian guys with their accent, but it's working out. Damn.
Some of the shows we've played have been really crazy, to be honest. We did the Slipknot tour in Australia, and that to me was a crazy experience, playing in front of 10,000 people with Slipknot's kegs and all the gear they have behind us. So that was a crazy experience.
I just remember tours like the US that has been quite weird for European band, because we have been sitting in a van, in the huge American vans.
There's been like naked people on stage before, stage diving in Finland. Yeah. The Finnish get naked.
Fell asleep in my shorts while summertime, when it was really hot. Woke up in the snow at a Walmart parking lot, and just while one drive we had to I guess St. Louis or something like that. That was kind of weird, but crazy. Sometimes we have, like one time on a tour, we have like a bus party or something, but it's fun and crazy somehow, but nothing I should mention here. Sometimes pants are missing.
I think it's good in that the people who are dedicated to it are very involved and excited about it. I don't think that I think it's still underground, especially in America.
It's evolving. It's not just metal anymore. It's got many flavors.
There are still a lot of good new bands around. There are always bands I get to know, meet on tour, get music from. I always listen, not only, but also listen to the Spotify new metal tracks list, where you always find stuff you never heard before. I have a lot of friends that are listening to different kinds of music, and they're all that genty, avant-garde, dark stuff, like Portal, bands like Portal, that are really good.
I think in Europe, metal is much bigger, and a lot more people are really excited about it. But in the States, there's more of I just think like rock music in general is not as popular as it once was. But I think it will come back around because everything's very cyclical.
I think there's a lot of good things about it. Yeah, I think there's a lot less negativity in it than it used to be. I think there's a lot of positivity coming through in the metal, which is awesome. It's not just the rebellion about, everything sucks. Like it used to be like, it was an outlet for everything that was not working and rage and anger. And now there's a lot more of like an uplifting empowerment coming through. So I think it's awesome where it's at.
But also the modern metalcore metal bands, there's always good stuff, and there's always stuff I would never recommend to anyone. But I guess it's the same like it was in the 80s or 90s. You always have some bands you're really focused on and you really like or really want to tour with, and there's some bands you can't stand.
The energy on stage, how a band, they don't have to move a lot. It just, at least in facial expressions, connecting with the crowd with sometimes it's body language. You can pick up a lot looking at a band. You can see if they're having a good time or not. And that usually translates directly to the crowd of how they're perceiving the band.
For me, it's the songs. If I like the songs, if it's a band I like and they're playing songs I like, which I'm sure they are if it's a band I like, then I enjoy the show.
When I recognize that the band really wants to play a show and really wants to connect with the people, then it doesn't matter if there are some mistakes playing wise or if they are not in the best condition that day, but as long as the band has fun, that's what I want to see in the audience. Musicians that really like what they're doing.
A band being present and wanting to be there, because not every day is easy on tour, but on that stage you're there for the people, so you've got to push away all that stuff and connect with the crowd. So I really respect bands that connect.
Things like production and the underbill and things like that are not as important to me as just seeing the band I like playing the songs that I love.
I think it's nothing worse than having a band that's just like, okay, let's play these songs. And so tomorrow we are playing another venue, so see you. That's something I would really hate at a show where I would leave also a concert. Okay.
A game, yep.
Okay, just based on stereotypes.
Baest.
Yes.
I mean, they're wearing a lot of leather jackets that are mid-drift, so it makes them look like a rock band.
They have some 70s influenced heavy hard rock with some kind of Merciful Fate influenced 80s metal.
Baest looks like I'm going to say like a hardcore punk band.
An indie rock band, like Wolf Mother or something. That's what they look like. But they probably just play Swedish and Danish, like Viking songs. Am I right? They play death metal.
Okay, yeah, that could have been, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the jackets doesn't look death metal at all. They play.
This is hard because the two girls on the right look like they should be in a metal band, and the two girls on the left, I'm not so sure what kind of band they look like they should be in.
I tried to tell by the band shirts, and they look angry.
I don't want to say grindcore, but like real heavy, like fast, very fast-paced grind black metal.
I'm gonna go. I'm going out with a punk rock band.
Some black metal influenced, yeah, like I said on the band before, but more post-rock riffing, but also dark lyrics, a little bit 80s influenced heavy metal. Doom, okay.
Yeah, okay, it's slow. Okay, I was gonna say fast.
Okay.
But I was in the vein of the black, the dark. Slægt.
Thrash metal for sure.
Okay.
Alright, well they're the rock
Heritage.
band. Come on. They're like Guns N' Roses.
Again, I want to say like a punk hardcore band. I don't know.
Ooh.
Okay.
So they're all basically black metal doomcore.
I would have said some modern thrash metal with some 80s influence, like bands like Havoc or something like that.
Well, they all look like they're in rock bands, apart from the female group.
I mean, these are all very specific genres.